Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
Believe in experience. Believe in consistency. Believe in the wisdom that can only come with time. At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to celebrate 75 years as Tennessee's insurance company, doing right by our neighbors and always being there when you need us most. After all, we don't just believe in Tennessee, we believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
All right, good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning, 7 o'clock, getting the day started as we hopefully had a great weekend this weekend. We had a lot of events going on this weekend. We had some beautiful weather, and that's really going to be the story as we head through the rest of the week this week. Beautiful sunrise taking shape here around East Tennessee. That's a live look in Hardin Valley, and traffic is running smoothly so far this morning. We made it to 77 yesterday in Knoxville, 68 in Crossville, 71 Chattanooga, so Chattanooga was a little bit cooler than the Tri-Cities and also also Knoxville. So Knoxville and Tri-Cities made it into the mid to upper 70s. As the kids head off to school here this morning, current temperatures are in the 50s. We're on our way into the upper 70s as they head home from school. So a really nice weather pattern is on the way. And a live look at 40 in Walker Springs. Traffic is running smoothly so far this morning. So we do have quite a bit to talk about here this morning as we have actually some potential for some rain showers that may set up shop and roll their way on through. So we'll keep you posted on that. All right, so visibility-wise, no issues when we're talking fog here so far this morning, so that's great news to pass along. As I mentioned, we've got 40s, a couple pockets of 40s. Rogersville, Hawkins, Hancock County in the mid to upper 40s. Tri-Cities is at 55, and Chattanooga's coming in at 61 degrees here this morning. Good morning, Kathy, Aaron, Krista, Kimberly, Katrina. We've got Chris and Julie on here this morning. Sandra as well. Krista. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sure hope you had a great weekend. I saw some of you this past weekend. Of course, we'll share some photos and talk much more about that coming up here in just a few minutes. Temperatures are trending a little bit warmer this morning than what we were yesterday. Big ridge of high pressure is dominating the southeastern coastline. A trough across the Four Corners and the Intermountain West. However, that trough doesn't really do a whole lot for us. Yes, it's going to drag a cold front into the area, but it kind of weakens. We don't get a clean sweep of this trough, and so that's going to keep our temperatures and dew points elevated, which means our morning lows are going to stay elevated as well. So we have high pressure aloft that's helping to bring us the warm air. High pressure at the surface is bringing a southerly flow. That's bringing us the elevated dew points. And that also, with an approaching cold front, is going to tighten the pressure gradient, especially across the mountain counties. If you're joining us from the mountain counties, you probably noticed that the wind was with us last night, and that's really going to be the story again tonight and probably again tomorrow night. So a few afternoon clouds, warm again today. Tonight, the wind increases across the mountains and foothills. Into the weekend, a few rain chances with some possible tropical moisture. Have you heard about this yet? So we again, 40s, 50s, and 60s to get the day started. By lunchtime, we're going to see those temps climb into the low 70s. So grab a partner, go round and round, I suppose. Well, go grab lunch with somebody. Coworker, friend, family member, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it may be. It's going to be a great lunch hour to be outside, and it's going to be a fantastic afternoon. It does not feel like November by any stretch of the imagination. So we might as well embrace it and enjoy the beautiful weather that we have playing out right now. Because one day it's going to get cold, and then we'll be complaining how cold it is and how miserable it is to get outside in those early morning hours. I mean, listen, our morning lows have been trending nearly 20 degrees above average. All right, so the National Weather Service has actually issued a wind advisory. I got one in place this morning. That will expire here in about an hour, but it goes into effect again here tonight. We're talking winds out of the southeast, 15 to 30 miles per hour, gusting to about 50 miles per hour. So some pretty strong winds that are expected during the overnight hours. So something to kind of keep in mind if you're joining us from the mountain counties. When you zoom into the mountains themselves, you can see how the wind by 7 o'clock is really going to start to pick up. And some of this is going to translate down a little bit into the foothills. So Top of the World, Townsend, Gatlinburg, Pittman Center, Cosby, and even Pigeon Forge could see some breezy winds. If you have yard art or decorations up still outside from Halloween, may be a good idea to bring some of those in if you're joining us from those wind advisory area. All right, so average high for this time of year, 65 degrees. I mean, 10 to 15 degrees above average all the way through Friday. And remember, I said we have a frontal boundary moving through Wednesday, Thursday. As you can clearly see, it's not going to really cool us down. Now, I think the temperatures come on down Saturday and Sunday. A couple of reasons. High pressure starts to kind of weaken a little bit, but we're also talking about increasing clouds and chances for rain over the weekend. Dew points stay elevated. I mean, this is incredibly humid considering the time of the year, and that's why our morning lows are going to stay in the 50s and 60s all the way through the weekend into the upcoming weekend, because the temperature can and never will drop below the dew point number. And so the higher the dew point, the warmer our morning lows will be. And we will look ahead all the way through the 14th of the month and maybe all the way through the 18th of the month. I mean, this may go down as a record-breaking November if we don't get any shots of colder air, as in heat, because it looks like the heat is going to stick around. All right, let's talk rain chances for a moment. I've tailored those down, but just generally speaking, 20-30% chance for some light rain showers. I always say it. I'll say it a million more times just so you're aware. Don't look at percentages as the say-all, be-all. It doesn't tell you timing, duration, intensity, or rainfall totals. It has nothing to do with that. It just tells you if you're going to get a drop of rain or measurable precipitation. And we're likely to see some elevated precipitation chances all the way through the middle part of the month. So that would be great news because we desperately need the moisture. Now, just from now through Wednesday, we're not really going to see a whole lot. We're going to see more rain to our south and southeast, more rain to our west. As we get into Thursday, Friday timeframe, the rain will increase a little bit, but you can clearly see we're going to see less than 1/4 of an inch of rain here around East Tennessee, more outside of East Tennessee, but here locally, we're not going to see a ton of rain. But that's when things begin to change. So we've got potential tropical cyclone number 18. How about that one? Winds sustained at 35, gusting to 50. Could become a tropical storm throughout the day today as it works its way towards Jamaica, and maybe even a Category 1 as it works its way towards Cuba, the western sections of Cuba. Maybe hanging strong as a Category 1 into the Gulf of Mexico. And then where it goes from there, well, there's still a lot of unknowns. We're a long ways away, but we're talking, say Saturday, Sunday, it's going to make landfall somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico, likely as a tropical storm at this point of the game. I don't think it's going to be anything like what we saw with Milton and or Helene. But as we track it, this moisture will start to surge its way on in. This is the American model. This takes us into the long-range forecast. What I'm thinking could happen is that some of that moisture will get scooped up and pushed into our area as another trough develops across the Intermountain West. So that would bring us elevated rain chances all the way through the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, as it stands right now, I would plan accordingly that we could see some decent moisture. Could this change? 100% it could change. We may not get any moisture out of this. It kind of depends on the evolution of this potential tropical cyclone. But if we do, and based on the latest model guidance, we could pick up anywhere from 1/4 to over an inch of rainfall over the next 7 days. Now, I know, we don't want the rainfall for the upcoming weekend, but we all know that we desperately need it. So let's go ahead and talk about those 7-day forecasts. And again, those 7 days, elevated temperatures across all locations around town. The cooler days come through during the weekend thanks to elevated clouds and the elevated chances for rain. We'll keep those percentages on the lower side right now and tailor them accordingly. And of course, you can always find the latest information with the East Tennessee Weather app. I'm on YouTube. Go smash and subscribe that YouTube button. Roku TV, Amazon Fire, all social media, and all digital all the time. This is East Tennessee Weather. Of course, it's weather when you want it. I'm here. I forecast. I put the data out, but you got to come to me every once in a while. So if you don't have the app, just go to your app store and search eastTNweather, all one word, or log on to eastTNweather.com, and I do have a link right there at the top of the app. All right, big shout out. We had a great weekend this weekend. On Friday night, if you recall, my wife and I went to the Hope Gala, and that was a lot of fun. So here's what we were. We were all dressed up. My son took that photo of us. He did pretty well, I'd say. Nice little photo of my wife and I before we went out to the event. And then when we were at the event, we had some great times. Got to meet Elvis. Look at that. Those are some good friends of ours, Trey and Corey. Big shout out to Trey and Corey this morning. And a big shout out to Elvis. Gary, he's a Witcher weather watcher as well. And so he was raising money with me for the American Cancer Society. We raised over $5,000. And if Renata is on here this morning, I've not seen her on here. If Renata is on here this morning, big shout out to Renata. She got us over that $5,000 mark by donating over $200. So big shout out to Renata this morning. Yay! Let's see, what else do we have? We had a great time at the event. All the ladies looked amazing. Here's a couple shots of the ladies all dressed up. And there's Whitney Kent. She actually is with WVLT, a good friend of mine, and saw her there at the event as well. And then on Saturday, we had a chance to go out to the National Weather Service, and they had an open house. And I talked about this on Friday. I posted on social media. But they had an open house. It was their second one. The last one they did was 2016. And so they opened it up to the public. There were over 600 people that showed up on Saturday from 10 to 2 at the National Weather Service. They had a bunch of stations out there. They had the emergency management out there. They really walked people through and showed people how they forecast, the equipment they use. And so just a really, really, really good event. I had a chance to interview Anthony from the National Weather Service. He's the warning coordination meteorologist. And of course, we had a great time meeting a bunch of you. So here is, shoot. He's on here all the time. I'm just blanking on your name. He's a What's Your Weather watcher. I'm blanking on his name. Oh my goodness gracious. What am I doing? He runs his own business. My goodness. What is wrong with me? Oh, man, I'll get it. Here, hold on. Stand by because I got to get this in there. I'm totally blanking on his name. And his whole family. Bobby Johnson. Jeez, gosh, got that one out there. Bobby Johnson, that was his kid. And then here's his whole family. And, of course, you can see the National Weather Service Doppler radar. So good bunch of kids right there. Handed out a bunch of merch. And then we went, I saw this lady. She's amazing. She watches every single morning. So I gave her a shirt as well. And then we got to go out to lunch. Thanks for Julie. Julie for organizing this event and getting us all out there. We had a great time. So we've got Chris on there. We got Eli. We got all the folks. Julie. Tom left early. Tom, you missed the photo, my friend. You missed the photo. Oh, I had to work and missed it all, but welcome to my hometown, says Rebecca. Oh, it was so much fun. And then let's see, what else did we do? Oh, and then Julie posted this morning. How about that beautiful sunrise this morning? Just absolutely gorgeous. Lee posted one through the Witcher's Weather Watchers. So thanks, guys, for posting that this morning. Gorgeous orange sunrise taking shape here this morning. So lots of fun, lots of going on this past weekend. Missed Mom Witcher. We FaceTimed her this weekend and said, "We miss you, Mom." It's always good to have Mom in town. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Thanks, Buck. Buck says hot couple right there. Oh. Well, my wife makes me look good. I will say that. So we got a Vets Parade next Monday in downtown Knoxville. I think the moisture will probably move out by then. Go, Krista, go. One kid down, and Robert is ready and dressed and ready for school. That's awesome. Big week this week. That's right. Voting week. Where is the country going to go? We're not getting political. We don't do that on here. But Becky says, "Good morning, Mike. You got to start bringing these temperatures down." I am melting. Yes, it was hot. It was definitely hot for sure. And unfortunately, that weather continues. Fortunately, unfortunately, some are cold lovers, some are hot lovers. But we are all lovers, aren't we? You know what Kimberly says? Can we dance now, please? Yes, we can. We'll take you back outside here for just a second, show you what it looks like in Hardin Valley this morning. Got a few clouds hanging out with us this morning, but no major issues so far, which is awesome news to pass along. And of course, today we are celebrating birthdays and events. Anybody celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you from us, all East Tennessee weather platforms. All right, so today's events, we've got Job Action Day. First Monday in November, National Candy Day. I love me some candy. My wife yelled at herself last night. She says, I got to put this Halloween candy away somewhere because it's just sitting on her countertop. And every time I looked at her, she had a piece of candy in her mouth. She's like, I got a stomach ache now. I go, right. I was watching you. Sorry, baby. I just called you out. It's National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. Hey, that's me. And of course, good old Ed Rupp from last week. Wouldn't be able to do it without him. And it's National Chicken Lady Day. What's National Chicken Lady Day? Let's find out what that is. She looks Doesn't look like a chicken. For 12 years, Dr. Dupree worked on the second largest chicken restaurant in the world as the director of community relations and training. She was widely known due to her work in the community during this time, and through her work with the community and the people she helped, Dr. Dupree became known as the Chicken Lady. So there we go. We're celebrating Dr. Dupree today. That's all we have for national holidays today. Pretty lackluster, I suppose. So we'll go back outside and show you what it looks like there again in Hardin Valley. We'll get another camera set up, but this is what we get for now. And a beautiful photo. Got a little bit of fog showing up. Oops. Got a little bit of fog and some clouds hanging out across the higher elevations here at this hour. Current temperature at Klingman's Dome is 49 degrees. We'll take you to Newfound Gap. And a nice little view there with a few clouds hanging out with us. But again, more sunshine is on the way. It's going to be breezy and windy across the mountains overnight tonight and through the early part of your morning. Good morning, RD. How are you this morning? Colonel Sanders, KFC Chicken is the man. Well, he could be married. Maybe he could have married the chicken lady. Cheryl says, yummy candy. I love me some candy. That is my downfall. Try not to have candy around the house because I will just eat it. Lee's working the golf course this morning. Let's see if we have any photos on the East Tennessee Weather app. Anybody send any photos here this past weekend? We did. The girls were releasing sturgeons. This is from Felicia. Let's get this one in there. Her girls were releasing sturgeons. How about that? That's cool. Right back into the water system. So thanks for posting that. I love that, Felicia. We had let's see. This is from this morning from Norris Lake, a beautiful sunrise. Thanks to Britt Hott for sharing this one. Gorgeous. Maybe just a little too chilly to get out on the lake. Julie uploaded her photo. Oh, here's a great photo. Bill McMillan. Oh, this is a gorgeous one. How about this? Is that just not gorgeous? He says, Saturday, November 2nd from Foothills Parkway near Wares Valley, Tennessee. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. We've got Sherry. Sherry, her kitty cat's helping her get ready for Christmas. How about that? Big shout out to Sherry this morning. And Mike Miles, Grays, Tennessee. Another gorgeous one. Up in Decades Cove, I think this is. Let's see what this one says. This one says, no, Graysville, Tennessee. This is in the Southern Valley on the southern parts of the plateau. Beautiful shot there. Again, here's another great shot of, let me get this on here a little bit bigger. Great shot. I can't remember this woman's name, but she watches all the time. We downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app on her cell phone. I gave her and her husband a t-shirt. It was awesome. Ooh, here's a cool one. Oh, this is really cool. How about this one? This is Jacksboro. Thanks to Jimmy Phillips. Jacksboro with a blanket of fog. This was on the 2nd. This was on the 2nd. So great shot there. Love me some fog photos. Get those off camera here. There we go. Great pictures. Great pictures. Yeah, I was going to say, anybody like the time change? Anybody like the time change? Eva says, thank you, Mike, for raising money for Cott County. All right, here's the deal. I posted it yesterday on social media, but I do have a link. We are raising money for the bread basket in Cott County. So, gentlemen who are doing No Shave November with me, I want you to start posting pictures daily if you can. If you don't mind, in the East Tennessee Weather app using the Witcher's Pictures link so we can bring that on the broadcast easily. I want to see what your beards look like. We're just, 4 days into this? Like 3, really, because today's day 4. What do you think? Yeah? Getting a little scruffy? Is mine growing in better than yours? Am I going to win all the merch? What's going on? Kimberly does not like the time change. I do not either. I mean, literally like dark at 6 o'clock last night. And I'm like, I'm ready for bed. Just makes you ready for bed early. Eva doesn't like the time change either. Becky says she likes the beard. Good look for you, Mike. Thanks, Becky. I appreciate that. Hey, easy, Buck, okay? Got a few grays in here. Got a few grays. Not too terribly bad. Right down here on the chin. It's a little gray. Katrina likes the beard. Good morning, Don. Do you like the beard? Easy, Buck. Easy. Those are fighting words, my friend. My wife did buy me, like last summer, because I grew my beard last summer, getting ready for, not this past summer, but a year ago. And she bought me some, what is that? The men's stuff, the color stuff. The problem is when you keep a beard clean like this and you keep it short, that stuff doesn't work so well. You know what I mean? Because you're always washing it off and then you're shaving it and keeping it clean. But we're going all the way. You like the time change? You are crazy. Actually, it's funny because I woke up yesterday. The kids came into the studio and he was like, Dad, why are we, what time is it? And I looked at the clocks and I was like, oh, it's like 9 o'clock, buddy. And then I did like a double take and I was like, wait, did I do everything like way early this morning or was I late? And I was like, no. Our cell phones changed the time for us. All my computers changed the time for us. So the only ones that were not changed were, of course, the microwave and the oven, right? Those are the only ones. Sandra likes the beard. Thanks, Sandra. I appreciate it. Lee just posted a picture. Let's see, Lee. Let's see what you got. It hasn't come through yet, Lee. As soon as it comes through, I'll let you know. Johnson City, Vicky Cooper joining us this morning and posted on the Witcher's Pictures link. Great sunrise from Johnson City here this morning. Vicky, thanks for sharing that this morning. Lee hasn't come through yet. As soon as it comes through, I'll let you know. Let's see. Becky says, my husband has a salt and pepper beard too. I think it's, you think it's sexy, huh? I think beards can be great. Thumbs down to the time change, says Sandra. Dawn says, the beard looks good. My hubby has a goatee and it's salt and pepper too. That's what happens when we get older. Old salt and pepper takes over, doesn't it? Thanks, Eva. I appreciate you. Doesn't bother you? The beard doesn't bother you at all? We'll see how it fills in, because it's like darker down here by the goatee, lighter on the sides, well, a little bit grayer on the sides. Thanks, Buck. Oh, let's not forget, Chris is also joining No Shave November. Any ladies decide not to shave their legs for No Shave November? I had actually several ladies post on social media that they were doing No Shave November. And so you ladies, go for it. You're wearing jeans. Doesn't matter. Good morning, Robert. How are you this morning? Salt and pepper is sexy, says Katrina. It's a sign of wisdom, says Becky. Oh, yes? Is that what it is? Sign of wisdom? I think age just says that in and of itself, doesn't it? But I suppose. I don't mind the salt and pepper. I think it looks fine. It's funny because when I get my hair cut, I have gray hair right here. And so you can kind of see how it's lined. I have a line right there. It's just because it's gray. So it looks like it's shorter. Like my hairstylist forever was like, I don't know why it's getting shorter there. And I was like, well, because it's gray. Lee says his is going to be white when it comes in. I haven't gotten it yet, Lee. Let's see. Let's refresh this page. See if it's come in yet. Has Lee, did you post it to Witcher's Pictures, Lee? I have not gotten it yet. Salt and pepper. I think I've just been salted. Well, better to be salted than assaulted. Salt and pepper, potato chips. Gross. Lance forgot to trim on Halloween, so he may look like a mountain man by December. What? And I gave some people a hard time, right? But Chris shaved his, yeah, you look good. You look good. It was great having lunch with you on Saturday. Gray is a sign of wisdom, says Dawn. Insulted by chips. Salt and pepper chips, gross. Well, I guess it's not gross, but not my favorite. Not my favorite. Lee still has not come in, my friend. Come on, bro. Come on, upload that. Let's go. Better to turn gray than turn loose. Bald is handsome too. Yeah, I suppose so. One of these days I'll be shaving my head. Lee just sent another one. Let's see if it comes in. Barbecue chips. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's my wife's favorite chips. I think barbecue's that's not I don't like that fake barbecue flavor. It's not very good. in my personal opinion. Just saying. Just saying, my friends. By the way, I do have, let's see if it's updated here. I don't know if it's updated here. No, it has not updated because I can't update it. But I do have a new advertisement on the East Tennessee Weather app and on the website as well. So anybody looking for a home, of course, we talk about Jerry and her team with Volunteer Home Mortgage. Marlene is the new sponsor now, and she's going to be showing houses of the week or, so if you're looking for a house, I do have links right there at the bottom of the East Tennessee Weather app to a local realtor who's doing some advertising with me. So make sure you check out her link and check out the houses that she may have for sale. As we all know that the industry is hit and miss sometimes, right? Hit and miss sometimes. Still no go, Lee. Still no go. Dill pickle chips, huh? Regular low salt chips. I'm not a chip person. I'm more of a sweet person. My wife's a salty. I'm more sweet. No. Oh my gosh, not yet. I'm not there yet. I ask my hairstylist every time I go, are we there yet? She goes, no, we're not there yet. You're good. Oh, man. Well, I sure hope you all had a great weekend. By the way, also, one thing that you'll notice, if you go open up my East Tennessee Weather app right now, you'll notice that the live broadcast is at the top of the screen. So that will be there when we are broadcasting live on the East Tennessee Weather app, but when I'm not live, it will not be there. So when you see that on the East Tennessee Weather app, either I'm doing inclement or severe weather coverage or we're doing Wake Up with Witcher. That's the only two times really that I'll be live on there. And so something to kind of keep in mind. So that video is on the app right there, front and center, and then we'll go away when the broadcast is over. Trying to keep things clean, simple, and need to train you that the app does have the video, any live video forecasts at the very top of the app. Can't miss it. And if you don't have that, make sure you go to your app store and update the app. That is one of the new updates I got with the app. The other updates I got through the app is on the interactive radar. We now have the ability to show, let's see if it's on mine. I was going to say, it doesn't look like it's on mine right now. Well, you're supposed to be able to get power outage maps on the East Tennessee Weather app as well. So that would be a new thing. What's up, Kayla? How are you this morning? Just popping in to say hi. Have a great day. Have a great day to you as well. Tell everyone I said hi, would you? I guess that's about all we have here this morning, my friends. So somebody cue the music. Remember, this Wake Up with Witcher is sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance. I do have links on the East Tennessee Weather app and online at eastTNweather.com. If you're looking for a free quote, give them a shout out today. Or anytime you're looking at changing maybe your insurance, whether it be car insurance or health insurance or life insurance to homeowners insurance. All these insurances that we have just to stay alive. Stay safe. Oh my gosh. Anyways, as always, I will always send you back to the 24-hour weather channel. In case you missed the forecast at the top and you want to get that, I will send you back to the 24-hour weather channel, so don't worry about that. You'll get the forecast from yours truly. Don't forget to like and subscribe anything that you see on social media, especially if you think it's important. And donate to the great cause. If you're growing your beard out, to post some pictures to Witcher's Pictures. Lee, I still have not gotten your picture yet. Post them to Witcher's Pictures, gentlemen. I want to see your beards, and so we can share those with everybody every single day of how the beards are growing. Some of you are a little bit whiter than others. Not judging, just saying. We've had a great start to the day, a beautiful sunrise taking shape here around East Tennessee, and wind is going to pick up overnight tonight across the mountain counties, so something to keep in mind. Foothills and mountain counties expect another breezy and windy day, or windy night, I should say, tonight. We sure hope you have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel for your latest forecast. Have a great day.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Wasn't it weird last night as the sun set in the 5:30 hour? It's kind of like, what's going on here? It always throws us off, doesn't it? Well, we're back at it here this week, and we're talking about some warm weather to continue to work its way back into the area. By the way, yesterday we did make it to 77 degrees in Knoxville, 68 Crossville, 71 Chattanooga, and 76 in Tri-Cities, thanks to this ridge of high pressure in the upper parts of the atmosphere that continues to dominate the southeastern coastline with a trough off to our west. That trough will sort of lift our way and push a cold front into the area mid to late week, but it looks like it's relatively moisture starved. But before we get there, a ridge of high pressure aloft in the atmosphere, but also at the surface. And so we've got a strong ridge through the entire atmosphere across the eastern seaboard, plus our surface high to our east is pumping in that southerly flow. And that's going to increase the wind again as we head into the overnight hours where the National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory for the mountains of East Tennessee again tonight. So foothills and mountains will be breezy again tonight. Today, with just a few afternoon clouds, it's going to continue to be warm. We're talking near record high temperatures for the next 3 days. The wind increases across the mountains overnight tonight. Into the weekend, a few rain chances and the possibility of some tropical moisture that may swing its way into the area. So we start the day off with temperatures in the mostly the 50s. By lunchtime, we'll climb into the low 70s. So another fantastic lunch hour. If you have any business meetings or outdoor plans or just want to grab a coworker, lunchtime is going to be fantastic. And again, warm today with temperatures back into the low, mid, and upper 70s. So we are talking about above average weather. That's going to stick with us today. That's going to make for a nice evening once the sun goes down. Should be a nice evening for a nice little after dinner walk. 70 degrees by 6, but dropping down to 65 by 8 o'clock tonight. Our temperature trend, we're going to continue to stay well above average. Average high for this time of year is in the mid 60s. We're going to be in the upper 70s to low 80s. We'll get a little bit closer to those seasonal averages, but still above average even as we get into the weekend, as our next disturbance heads our way, bringing us some more rain showers. Elevated dew points, that means our morning lows are going to stay on the milder side, so morning lows will stay in the 50s and 60s. Our average morning low is 42 degrees. Like, we should be wearing our jackets every single day in the early morning hours based on that climatological low. But that's not really the case. We're going to stay elevated, and we will continue to stay elevated in our highs and lows for the next, say, 6 to 10, 8 to 14 days out. When we talk precipitation chances, we're going to elevate those precipitation chances just a little bit for the next couple of weeks as well, which is great news. So when you look at our rainfall chances, we'll elevate those a little bit Wednesday into Thursday, and again Saturday and Sunday as our next system heads our way. So first things first, we've got a cold front that's going to swing through Wednesday into Thursday. That's going to bring us some very light rain showers, not expecting a whole lot. So we're talking about less than 1/4 of an inch of rain at best through the week. But as we get into the weekend, there's a tropical system that we're talking about. We're talking about potential tropical cyclone number 18. Could become a tropical storm later on today as it works its way towards Jamaica. Maybe a Category 1 working its way towards Cuba. Staying at Category 1 now into the Gulf of Mexico. And then there's a lot of unknowns as we get into our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday time frame of where the storm system will go. This is just one model depiction. This is the American model. You can see the circulation right there. Gets into the Gulf of Mexico, kind of rides the coastal areas of Florida, makes landfall somewhere around Louisiana and Mississippi, and then that moisture surges northward. And as it does so, that's likely to bring us the increasing chances for rain over the weekend. It would be nice because tropical moisture would be the solid kind of rainfall that we need. So remember, we went from less than 1/4 of an inch of rain all the way through Friday, but as we go through Saturday and Sunday, we'll pick up even more rainfall. So our 7-day stretch, we could see anywhere from 1/4 to maybe an inch or more of rainfall. And again, this is some beneficial news to pass along. We'll see how it all plays out. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. We'll see elevated temperatures all through the week, a little bit cooler and more seasonable weather as we get into the weekend, thanks to the clouds and the rain showers that will set up shop and move on through. Of course, I'll keep you posted every single day online, eastTNweather.com, with the East Tennessee Weather app, on social media. Remember, East Tennessee Weather is everywhere. Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube. Go smash and subscribe to that YouTube button. And don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download giving you everything you need to know for weather right here in our own backyard. Have a great day.